My business ID is a bespoke carpentry and joinery firm.
A holistic therapist, mobile.
Framed designer leadwork badges.
Making my own shop.
Provide private tuition.
I'm going to set up a video and photography company. That's the plan.
Well, we're in Stockton today and we're outside the Stockton Business Centre. Today is the first day of the Eureka programme, and the programme is fully funded by the Stockton Enterprise Gateway and ERDF funding, so that means all of us here can enjoy that and be fully supported. This week is fully funded, so there's no expense to the candidates. They can come and enjoy and learn over the next 5 days how to run a business. It's for everybody who's got an idea or who thinks they might be an entrepreneur.
First of all, I'm really grateful for this course. My hopes, aspirations and ambition is obviously to start my own business, which is both fulfilling and successful.
What I wanted to learn this week mostly is to attract the customers more, to increase the business.
I wanted to learn more about how to start my own business, to overcome some of the barriers like fear of failure.
I want to learn this week more finance, more paperwork, the actual business side of it.
Things change so much really quickly, and you've got to keep educating yourself, and that's pretty much why I'm here.
By the end of this week, they'll have all the tools in their toolbox to help them start a business and run a business successfully.
The highs have been winning some fantastic contracts, you know, some very big contracts, and being able to increase our turnover. Our turnover was about £500,000 last year.
We have guest speakers every day. They talk about different aspects of running a business, and they have different specialisms. Part of the idea of this is to let the delegates see in real life what's happened to people as they've gone on their journey.
I would say just have the courage of your convictions. They've obviously had quite a lot of courage to get to the stage that they're at now, and it's only one small step further. Each one of those hurdles makes you stronger, and it makes you realise, you know, perhaps you were a bit too trusting the first time, or makes you strengthen your systems and procedures up. I think for me it's that being in control of my own destiny that is the bit that I like the most. If you don't ever do it, you'll spend the rest of your life thinking, what if I could have been the next Duncan Bannatyne?
We're an accountancy firm. We've been up and running for about 9 years now.
We've just took the delegates on a tour of the Stockton Business Centre, and they've been talking to a couple of companies just to get the ins and outs on how they set up their business.
If you want to trade as self-employed, it's quite easy. You probably don't need an accountant, certainly not to start with. Getting the ball rolling and making a business is more important than rushing out and start paying accountancy fees in your first months, you know.
His advice was keep going, and you don't have to give up in your own business, in your vision. You have to be more passionate.
Don't try and do everything yourself, because I did that and nearly broke my marriage up.
About 70% of their business is through word of mouth, which means networking is very, very important.
It's day 2 of Eureka Stockton, and we're on the riverside on the replica boat of the Endeavour, Captain Cook's boat, and we're learning all about marketing today.
It's a bit out there, a bit different. It certainly caught my attention when they said we were going on the Endeavour.
We vary the venues each day. The reason for that is we take people out of their comfort zones, and each day we have a different topic that we're going to go through.
How can you possibly sell your services to the people that you want to buy them if you don't even know who these people are? Marketing is so important for these people, because when they start their business, they're really going to have to go out there and tell people what it is, what they're doing, and get their name out there.
And what's your USP? What are you going to do to make you a bit different?
So many interesting ideas that I probably would have thought about initially, so that was really good.
If you're going to start out in business and you're going to start marketing yourself and you're going to start networking, how about starting with the people who already know you, like you and trust you?
Today's speaker is Mark Gordon, and he's come here from Network North, and he's going to tell the delegates all about the importance of networking.
For a brand new startup, I think where networking is going to really help get them going is the fact that it's quite cost effective. You know, they don't have to invest oodles and oodles of cash to advertise or to market themselves. You've got 35 seconds maximum to make an impression with somebody. 35 seconds is not long.
day 3 and we're at the George Hardwick Foundation. Today's is all about business planning. So far the delegates have had a look at what actually goes into a business plan. Most people are quite daunted by the thought of having to do this document that seems big and grand compared to their business. I'm taking you on holiday, all right? So we get them to start with looking at, well, actually, what would you need to do if you were planning a holiday? That's something they can all relate to. Very simple, straightforward things. And then we get them to relate that to starting a business instead. We have to be aware of the areas that we are trading in.
The most important thing that I've learned this week, the obvious one is getting a business plan off the ground, because that's what's been stumping me for the last couple of months. Hopefully I'll get one together the next couple of weeks and be up, basically on the way to starting up, basically.
They're allowed some time with an advisor to look at their plans, their ideas and what they need to do. And the advisor can then help them set some homework, what the next stages are, what they need to organise.
It's their route map. It's where they're going to go with their business. Obviously, they're to be flexible. You sometimes have to detour, but it's the basis on which to build a successful business.
We've just been out into Wellington Square and we've just learned about interesting marketing strategies the shops and certain markets have that we could possibly use.
This programme is open to everybody. If you've got an idea, we want to help you. We want to make sure that your business starts at the most successful way it possibly can. And we guarantee you'll leave with more ideas than you'll cope with.
They've answered questions, they've asked questions, they made you think.
There's a lot to learn from people who have been actually doing the business.
If anyone's considering the Eureka workshops, do it, because I've learned so much this week.
Hopefully it should increase the chances of me starting a business.
I would say definitely check this course out. I think it's given me more confidence and, you know, sort of helped me to come out of my shell a bit more and just go for it.
It's just give me that last bit of confidence that I finally needed. And this has just put that top seal of varnish on.
If I'd have started up without doing this, I'd be really scratching my head right now, probably.